Hi everyone, today we're going to answer questions for Brazil BL News. So here goes question number 1. How were the leases for the recordings made in the middle of the pandemic? I think we have Ticket to Me, Sir Darwin, Sir Carlo, and the whole team to thank for securing everything, all the material, equipment, and permits so that we can safely and properly record and do everything for the show.
Well, because we're shooting in the middle of COVID-19, there are various restrictions that we should adhere to, so it's more strict, and we have a very limited time to record all the scenes per day, so it's kind of a rush, but at the same time it really made us more agile and more quick in terms of getting the job done. So yeah, it's fast-paced, and it's different than how other people do shootings before quarantine. But it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and so did my other castmates.
Okay, so number 2, what were the biggest challenges in recording? I think since we recorded it in the time of pandemic, it was really difficult than it was supposed to be. There were lots of permits and restrictions that you had to undergo just so we'll be able to shoot and record safely.
Biggest challenge, I think, similar to what I've said a while ago, the biggest challenge I think would really be the pandemic, because we really have a strict schedule and all the other things that we cannot do, such as hugging each other and really talking and doing stuff after the designated number of hours that we should only work in a day. So that's one thing that we had problems with, but after a while we got used to it, and it's really fun to see how we can adapt to the protocols being mandated by the government for shootings of series such as this.
Number 3, where did the idea of outposts in the series come from? And it is not something common here in Brazil, so it was something that caught our attention. Boys Lockdown in general was supposed to be one of our goals for Boys Lockdown is to be able to represent well what happened in the Philippines, most especially in the metro during the time of pandemic. And during that time, TikTok emerged, or not emerged, but TikTok was popularized during that time. And since everyone was doing TikTok, it was nice that we incorporated it in the show. It was actually one of the things that my character, Chan Chavez, loves to do as his pastime during the pandemic. So that's where it came from.
Well, our writer, Miss Denise May P. Season, really is a good writer. She is an author for flipping the script, and I just really want to thank her mind for really making Key and Chen and the whole Boys Lockdown universe. So without Miss Denise, we wouldn't be here. So yeah, it's actually nice to see a story in the middle of a pandemic, because it really showed how love can still strive in the middle of COVID-19, and I'm just really thankful to be part of that storyline.
Number 4, in relation to the romantic story of Dev, is there a possibility to be worked on more deeply? So I don't think I'm in the right position to say this, because saying this would entail a sequel for that, which is supposed to be for the writer. But for me, I think it would be a great idea or a great opportunity for the whole cast, all the characters, to be able to have more time together, not only snippets or like minute appearances. I would love for the story to have a I would love for the characters to have a deeper connection with each other, and so that the story would have a more fruitful and interesting life.
I don't know, honestly. I really want to see more backstories between Key and Dev, but the story revolves around Chen and Key, so I'm not sure. But I'm really hoping for a backstory between the two of them. It's exciting, and I kind of want to see how Key is with a girlfriend. So, yeah, I hope so. I really hope so. Miss Denise.
Number 5. One of the best suits in the series is the key totem that is used as a companion. Is that totem really of the actor in a brand advertisement, or was it made especially for the series? It was made especially for the series, and I remember when he shot that totem or standee, the outfit was ultimately comfortable. I had to request it from the wardrobe. Unfortunately, they couldn't give me the whole outfit, so I ended up with just the eye mask, which I actually use every day or every night because it's really comfortable. Okay, so number 6. Where did the play of masks stamped with small penises, in which would only be repaired by those who were not respecting social distancing? I think that idea came from the team, and most specifically, Sir Everett was the one who designed it. I totally like the idea because it does not only promote social distancing, it was also a good way to it was a great way to be incorporated in the story, to make the story more fruitful. Yes.
Number 7, what do the actors like most about their characters? I like Key because he's soft-spoken, he's really kind, and he loves his friends so much, and I can totally relate to that. I need my friends in my life. If not, I'll go crazy, because they're the ones who really understood me and has been with me ever since before. So I'm very thankful for that. And in the same sense, Key has really loved Martin and Dev at the same spectrum as I did with my real life friends. So yeah, that's something to ponder.
I think what I love about my character Chen is the way that he loves his family, most especially his sister. I'm a loving person, and that's what resonated with me the most with the character. And I hope I was able to inspire or influence others to be more loving to their relatives.
Have the actors seen other BLs? If so, which are the favorites? Yes, I've been watching BL since 2017. My favorite is Two Moons. It's a Thai BL series. Yeah. And recently, I've been watching more Filipino BL, so Boys Lockdown. I was also a fan of Game Boys and Hello Stranger, like the first wave of Filipino BLs during the quarantine time, last 2020. So yeah, that's an amazing experience for me, really being part of that universe and really representing BL in the Philippines.
So I don't really watch a lot of BL series, but what struck me the most was the first BL content that I've seen. It's actually a film called Love of Siam. It's an old film, I guess around the early 2000s. It's nice because at a young age, I was exposed to that kind of material, and it actually opened my eyes to what could be more, or what is there. But right now, my favorite BL, I don't think it's a BL, but it's a really great film as well. It's entitled Happy Together by Wong Kar-wai. It stars two of my favorite actors, Leslie Chung and Tony Leung. Yeah, because they're iconic actors, and the film is actually great. It's one of the best films I've ever watched. So not only did I like the story, but how it was created, like the cinematography, the the setting, the costume, everything. So it's a really great film, really great material to watch. So I'm encouraging you to watch it. So number 9, which scene do the actors like the most? So the scene that I loved the most was my crying scene with my sister. It was an opportunity for us to express and to let out our frustrations and negative emotions during that time. And it was just great that I was able to express it through that scene.
Well, my favorite part is the garage sale scene wherein me, Kaloy, and Crystal are at we're at the table and we're just like goofing around, being friends, and that's what we do in real life. So that's really reminiscent to how we are in real life, and that's one of my favorite parts because most of us are in that scene. So Alec is in that scene, Kaloy, Crystal, you can also see Titin, Ate Libby in that scene. So it's very fun to shoot that, and it kind of took a long time. Yeah, it took us around 3 hours to shoot that scene. So
Number 10. What is the most difficult scene for you to shoot? Although it's my favorite, the crying scene was also one of the hardest scenes to shoot because after letting out all the emotions, that's the only time that I realized that that opening up your emotions has their own side effects. After the scene, I remember myself just looking for a candy bar because I was really drained, and it was totally draining physically, emotionally, mentally. And then I remember also the next evening just having a mental breakdown because I guess I still had drawbacks of what happened from the previous night. So yeah, it's one of the hardest, but it's also one of my favorites.
I think because the first day that we shot Boys Lockdown, that was all of Key's monologues. So the entire first day was just me in front of the camera doing my monologues inside Key's room. So the entire day was really a stretch for me because that was my first day in filming, my first time doing acting. So it really meant a lot for me to really do good at the first day. And because I don't have anyone to throw lines with that time because that was just me. So yeah, that's a difficult thing to really perfect.
Number 11. Is there a special reason for making the series? At first, it was mostly because I just wanted to do acting again. It was a great opportunity for me to act. But what really pushed me is I saw it as an opportunity to send a bigger and wider message. It's not only about what we see on TV or online, it's also about the message that we want to spread and influence others.
Aside from LGBT representation, I really want to dip my feet into different aspects of artistry. I think acting is one facet of that, and I really want to engage more of. That's why I really want to take it. Also, representing an LGBT character means a lot to me, and starring in a BL series, which I've also watched a couple of years na. So yeah, I'm just really excited to be part of this, and I'm very thankful for this opportunity they've given me.
So, number 12. You have lots of fans in Brazil. Do you want to get to know Brazil? Of course. So, I would really love to go to Brazil, to Rio most especially, and then visit the pyramids, I guess. And then one thing I'd really love to experience is the carnival. So, if it weren't for the pandemic or the restrictions, I think I would have gone to Brazil already. And who knows, maybe by the end of the year or next year, I can finally visit. So I hope to see you there. And See you soon.
Yes, I love Brazil. I love the culture, you know, how they speak Portuguese. And it's just one popular country that I really admire in terms of culture, and especially their BL fans. They're very active and very vocal online. So thank you so much.
And finally, how do you feel about having the best international fans? Brazilians, of course. I totally love it. I totally am blessed. I feel overwhelmed at times, but in general, I just feel thankful and grateful. As a person who loves to travel, most often than not, it's not actually the people that you visit or you'd want to connect to whenever you travel, but but knowing that you have fans and people who support you and love you throughout the world, it's something that you would love to look forward to as well. Not only just the place, but the people. Um, I'm thankful that when I travel in the future, I can meet other people as well and not just go around the place. And sometimes it's actually great that aside from you or your family, you can travel or you can be toured by the locals or the people there. So thank you for the support. I totally appreciate it. I'm so grateful for everything, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you guys and hope to see you soon.